So let's start our anthropology. Anthropology is a holistic study of a human being. Come from a Greek word anthropos for man or human and logos for study. So father of anthropology is Aristotle. He says anthro is a gossip of human beings and anthropologists are the gossipers who talk about themselves. So in anthropology, the statements of the thinkers is very, very important. We need not to change the statement, we need to exactly quote them as it is. So coming to Marvin Harris, he wrote a book, The Rise of Anthropological Theory. He says it is a study of all aspects of whole mankind in all places at all times. And coming to Hershkovitz, in his book Man and His Work, obviously in the name itself it says man and his work. So study of man and his works. So completely anthropology is a holistic, integrated, comparative, historical and universal study of a mankind over time and space. Means question can be a scope or relevance or uniqueness or holisticness of anthropology or the branches of anthropology. Whatever the question it is, this is going to be our answer. So let's discuss. It is given by Franz Boas. He breaks anthropology into four branches, that is socio-cultural, physical or biological, linguistic and archaeological. So obviously in socioculture we are going to divide into society and culture. So in society we are going to learn about social structures, that is villages, and social groups, that is ethnic groups, and social organizations or institutions such as marriage, kinship, religion and all, norms, traditions, civilization, enculturation, acculturation, transculturation, contraculturation, and all this. So these we are going to discuss later. But for understanding, basically acculturation is how two cultures are interacting, how they are adapting some features and retaining certain features. And coming to enculturation is about individual internalizing the culture. So transculturation is when two cultures merge, it is going to completely create a new culture, that is transculturation. And coming to contraculturation, it is completely against all cultures. There is one more thing here we're gonna learn, that is cultural lag. What cultural lag is, when material things are ahead and not material things are not up to date, like such as cuisine we are having Chinese, American, everything, and we updated our clothes, we westernized, modernized and everything. But non-material things such as language, traditions, norms, caste, these are behind the materials. So this lag is known as cultural lag. So coming to physical or biological anthropology, here we're gonna see paleoanthropology, that is study of humans through fossil remains and human variations, that is how genetic differences are among all the human population. And primatology, it's a study of non-human primates to understand human evolutionary traits. So coming to forensic anthropology, it is like application of skeletal biology to legal and criminal contexts. So it's a complete study of skeletal biology. And bioarchaeology is an analysis of skeleton remains from archaeological sites to understand like past lives, like how they used to live and what are they. And coming to linguistic, or how our language structured a culture. So basically it depended on exchange of words, goods and women. So primarily the exchange of words which made groups, bands. Then coming to goods, they started exchanging goods such as arm chains and vest chains. We're gonna learn about it later. And coming to women, this is a group one and this is a group two. They started exchanging women so that they made relations and formed societies. This is how it also affected the culture. So coming to archaeological anthropology, study about how we reconstructed cultural chronologies. Chronologies means timeline. How we constructed the timeline of human culture, survival, and everything. The evolutionary studies of a human being through fossils and everything. Reconstructing past life phase means how, what are the tools they used, and it also explains the cultural change, like how we completely changed from that culture to this culture. This is done by like aging dating methods, that is absolute or relative. This we're gonna learn later, and these all are done through excavations. So we are done with the branches of anthropology. So let's see uniqueness of anthropology in the next video.